Hello, friends. I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? How's things? I mean, I think you know how things are with me right now, and I appreciate all the sentiment and people reaching out today and last night. So I do appreciate you very much. You know that, though. I mean, we've had these discussions before because I go through periods like this, and it is what it is. It's been a part of my life since I was about 12, I guess. It was really bad in my teenage years. It went away for a long time after I joined the Marine Corps. There was still some bad periods, and then it went away for, I don't know, 10 years or something like that before it resurfaced. And I think, I don't like pointing fingers and telling somebody that they did something to me that has caused this problem, because that's not true. The truth, the fact of the matter is that whatever's happening is, psychological and physical, and I can't blame somebody for that. But, I went through some stuff about 10 years ago or 8 years ago that really, really took me down a dark path, and I ended up bad at that time. And what I'm experiencing now is nothing like that, not even close. And it's completely manageable. I understand myself now. I'm introspective enough and self-reflective enough to know when I'm just being hypercritical of myself or hypercritical of my situation, when I know that things around me aren't as bad as my brain is telling me that they are. I'm aware of that, but it doesn't stop those thoughts from happening. And I think that's the part that really makes it difficult. It's really hard to tell somebody that, how your brain works in these situations, how you process information is not correct. It's not right. And for somebody who hasn't experienced it, they can just say, well, just don't think like that. And yeah, that'd be great. I really wish I didn't. I really wish that there was a magic way to not think like that. But unfortunately, there isn't. Unfortunately, it requires, sometimes medication, sometimes therapy, sometimes, coping mechanisms, or, positive reinforcement behaviors, or cognitive behavioral therapy. It takes a lot to overcome yourself sometimes. And, I'm reflective enough to know that. And I'm reflective enough to just, when these situations arise, when I feel defeated, I know that it's okay. Like, I'll be fine. It just sucks in the moment, right? And as somebody who has been close to death, I live in the moment. I don't live for tomorrow. I live for today. And because of that, when today sucks, then my worldview is extremely different, because it's ruining my today. And part of that was a mechanism for me to make sure that I always made new memories, and that I always made new thoughts, and that I continued to teach myself about myself, or teach myself about the world, and continue learning, because that keeps me, I don't want to say it keeps me young, but I guess, I really haven't mentally grown up since I was a teenager. And, living in the moment kind of gives me that reward of just accepting things as they come, and having new experiences constantly, because I'm not worried about the tomorrow. I'm not letting little things slide unseen and unthought about, because I have the bigger picture in mind. I get to see a lot of things that some people just pass over. And I think being that observant, or that into it, when it becomes difficult, it makes it even that much worse. Ignorance is bliss. I think there's a lot to be said about that. I think that if I could just kind of coast and be ignorant of my emotions and ignorant of the world that's moving around me, then I could be happier. But I'm not capable of that. And I'll be happy. I'm actually, today I'm happy. I'm still definitely my mind isn't up to speed yet. I'm not working at full speed right now, which means that it's probably not done processing these past couple weeks, and there's a lot more to go. But emotionally, I feel great. I feel really, really good today. I had a really amazing, wonderful discussion last night with a friend, with my best friend, and she really helped me through a lot of the things that I was thinking and a lot of the things that she was thinking, and that's good. That is a huge help. So I have that, and I'm really thankful for that. So I'll be fine. It'll be okay. I promise. I got lots of stuff coming up. So Gen Con's in a week, like 10 days. So that week that's like the hardest week the hardest I work all year. I work so much at Gen Con that it's just draining, but it's also recharges my batteries, and I feel great when I come back, because I've got to talk to all of you and really have a lot of strong social interaction that I lack throughout the year because of my job. So it'll be okay. I have friends, and I have you. So thank you for being here, as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends, and being just wonderful people. I really appreciate you, and I will see you again tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from foodrenegade.com. Is olive oil flammable? Extra virgin olive oil ought to be flammable enough to keep an oil lamp burning. It will also burn without producing any noticeable smoke. So, if your olive oil will not keep a wick lit, or if it can but produces a lot of smoke, then you can trust that it's fake olive oil. However, other oils can keep a wick too.